So welcome to the new video. So I'm going to discuss about the status codes. I already told you about the status codes in previous video. About I have already given the brief description about the status codes. So coming to status codes in the HTTP methods. So what are status codes? An HTTP method status code is a three-digit number when a server sends to client like a web browser in response to an internet request, like indicating whether the request was successful, resulting in an error or require further action. So it's like my web browser is here. Okay, so my web browser is here. It is giving request from the server, and this is my web browser. So it is giving in response. It is giving some data, or we are finding, or we are getting data, or we are getting data. It's push, put, or get whatever. So in every condition system with the HTTP status code. What is that? A three-digit number in a server sends to client like web browser in response to internet request, indicating whether the request was successful, resulting in error, or required further action. So that it just means that that our process, that our method is successful or not. We are using get method that is successful or not. We are using push method that is successful or not. We are using put method that is successful or not. It is just telling us it's successful or it is going into the error. So it's the fundamental part of the hypertext protocol, the HTTP, and are maintained by the Internet Assigned Number Authority (IANA). So there are some status code series. There is two series, 4x series. There are 5x series and 3x series. So what is 2x series? HTTP status codes are concise server response useful for debugging web apps, mobile apps, and APIs. So what is 200? Okay, when we are giving the get request, it is giving sometimes 200. Okay, what is 200? It means successful request and proper serving purpose. Not for get, it's for push, put, delete. So this is all errors are there. If these are successful, these are working properly, then server will get the 200 OK status. 201 creates signifies that a new resource was successfully created, such as when adding a user profile via an API. What is 201? 201 creates a signifies that a new resource was successfully created. How to create new resource? That is the push method. Or what is that push method or what? It's a post method, sir. It's not a push method, it's a post method. So in what post method is happening? Post method, uh, okay, in post method, we are giving data to the server to our database. Okay. So if it is successful, if the data is going to the server is successful, so this will give a 201 status code. 204 no content confirmed successful process of request like delete, where no content is in the response. 204 is no content confirmed successfully processing of request. Means if we are deleting something. Okay, so 204 is what? No content confirmed successful processing of delete. Some data is in server, we have to delete that data. If it is not successful, it will give 204 people. Nothing else. Then coming to 4x series, what is happening here? 400 bad request is not there, 401 unauthorized is there, 403 4 button is there, 404 not found is there, 451 is there. 400 bad request means server signals a malformed or invalid request that is cannot process. Okay, so some requests are invalid. It's like we are using the put method and giving data or using get method. Like we have to put some data in database, but we are selecting the get method in Postman or anywhere where you are using. So it is only better to stay given there. 41 unauthorized indicate missing or invalid authentication credentials exit is denied until proper credentials are applied. So indicates missing or invalid authentication credential exit is denied until proper credentials are applied. What is happening in unauthorized indicates missing or invalid authentication credential. Some credentials of authentications are not there. Okay, if it is searching for name and email ID, you are giving name and something called address or what. That is not working there. So it is giving 401 unauthorized service. 401 forbidden service server recognize the client or denies access to request. Resource often due to insufficient permission. Oh, server recognize the client but denies access to request resource. Okay, often due to insufficient permission. Okay, so server is also having some requests, some rules is having. So what is happening? This is the uh, this is our PC. This is the server. We are giving the request. It is on the response. So what is happening? Server knows the uh, person or the system. The server knows the system that is giving the request. But due to some authentication rule or what is that? Due to some permissions. Okay, due to some permissions that is not given to server, it is not giving the data to the 429, no, sorry, 404 not found. The request resource or endpoint does not exist on the server. 420 and too many requests. Client has exceed rate limits, prompting the server to ask the client to slow down request. Suppose this is server, this is browser, this is server. I'm giving the request. I'm giving the request. I'm giving the too many requests. Suppose the request can be given 10 and per minute. Okay. So I am giving 20 requests per minute. So it will become overload. It will give 429 status code. It means that server is overloaded with the request. It is not able to uh, confirm or it is not able to process all the requests in one time. The next is 5 series. 500 internal server error. A generic error indicating something went wrong on the server side requires log investigation. Something went wrong on server side. Data is not coming or any method is not perceived. It means it's a 500 internal server here. 502 bad gateway occurs when proxy server fails to receive a valid response from an upstream server due to overnight network issue or miscommunication. Occurs when a proxy server uh, fails to receive a valid response from an upstream server due to overnight. Same thing happening is, but here network issues are there, misconfiguration are there, and overloading they are okay. Overloading is here also. So the next is 403 service unavailable. The service is temporarily unable to handle requests due to maintenance overload reference from 502 by the service very slow. So 503 is what? Sometimes we have to maintain the server so we can uh, close the server for some time. Okay, for the maintenance. So at that time, if you uh, give the request to server, it will give the 503 error. It means that something is happening there, means overloading is there, maintenance is going. So this is for 503 service unavailable. Next is three series. 301 moves permanently, permanent URL redirection where the original URL is placed by new integrated via the application header. So what is that? Permanent URL redirection where the original URL is replaced with a new one indicated by the location header. What is happening? Uh, Suppose URL 1 is the URL 1 and URL 2 is the different. So server can work only with the URL 1. It will not work with URL 2. But sometimes URL 1 can be replaced by the URL 2. So URL 2 is giving the URL 2 is giving the request to the server. If it is given request to the server, it will not. Or then it will give the particular error that is showing that I showed here. That is 301 move to 1.1 actually. So 302 found means temporary redirect where the original URL remains valid and points temporarily to another location. So 3025 means temporary redirect where the original URL remains valid. What is happening? And points temporarily to another location. Endpoints are there in every server. Endpoints are moving to the different place and URL is here. 30 found is we get 30 found 302 found error in that particular situation. 304 not modified optimization that confirm the client that cached version is still valid, which is increasing bandwidth forwarding data trade-off. The one series came, so 101 switching protocol. Used when transition protocols such as upgrading HTTP to WebSocket. Used when transiting protocols such as upgrading HTTP to WebSocket. So if we are upgrading the HTTP to WebSockets, which is mainly used in messaging apps, it will give 101 switching protocol. If we are giving first in between, it will get this one. Okay. This is all about the pseudoscopes. Thank you.